The margin of error betting method is a strategy used in sports betting that is based on the concept of a margin of error. In this method, bettors will look for situations where the difference in odds between two outcomes is greater than the margin of error for the given event. The bettor would then place a bet on the outcome with the higher odds, assuming that the margin of error allows for a greater chance of that outcome occurring. The margin of error can be calculated using statistical formulas. It represents the degree of uncertainty around a particular outcome, and it's usually expressed in percentage. For example, if a poll of 1,000 people indicates that 40% of them support a particular candidate, the margin of error could be 3%, meaning that the true support for the candidate is between 37% and 43%. In sports betting, it means that if the odds of one team winning are 1.80 and the odds of another team winning are 2.00, with a margin of error of 5%, the bettor would place a bet on the team with the higher odds, 2.00, because the margin of error is greater than the difference in odds, 0.20. This method is popular among bettors as it allows them to calculate the degree of uncertainty around an outcome, and only place bets when they believe that the odds are in their favor. However, it is important to remember that many factors can impact the final outcome of a game, and no betting system can predict the future. The margin of error betting system can also be used in combination with other methods of analysis to improve the accuracy of betting decisions. For example, a bettor might use a margin of error betting system in conjunction with fundamental analysis, which looks at factors such as a team's performance, player injuries, and other relevant information, or with technical analysis, which uses charts and other tools to identify patterns and trends in the betting markets. It's also important to use the margin of error betting system in the context of the specific sport or event that you are betting on, as the margin of error will vary depending on the nature of the event. For example, a margin of error of 5% might be considered acceptable for a football match, but it might be too high for a tennis match where the margin of error could be lower. Another thing to consider is that it's important to be aware that this method alone is not a guarantee of success. It's just a tool to help you increase your chances of winning. You should always keep in mind that betting has its risks and you should never invest more than what you can afford to lose. It's always recommended to keep track of your betting history, review the performance of your betting strategy, and make adjustments as necessary to improve your results over time. Visit excelbetting.com.